Friends, it is so good to see you guys. If I've never had the pleasure of meeting you before, my name is Lutz-Johnson, and I am one of the recipients of the 2020 Climate Adaptation Leadership Award. We're definitely gathering in unconventional ways this year, but regardless, I am so grateful and gracious to be in the presence of so many wonderful minds and spirits moving the direction of community involvement and engagement forward. I first want to thank and acknowledge Climate Science Alliance for giving me this award, but not only that, but more so the opportunity to collaborate, to create engaging, experiential programs over the years. We have developed 2 programs so far and have a third one in the chute. One is for kindergarten through 2nd grades, all centered around pollinators. The second is 6th through 8th grade for microclimates and looking how they change throughout the watershed and what that means when climate change is going to become more and more prevalent in the future. And the last one we're working on, I'm not going to give away too many details, but it's called Through the Lens Project, and I'm excited to see that through completion. So when I was presented with the question, what does climate hope mean to you? Oh wow, it took me back. It took me way back to my early childhood, actually. So my family's from rural Pennsylvania, and I had the pleasure to have these invaluable experiences to interact with nature in a way that I had never before when I was little. So I was able to go fishing, take the fish off a hook, learn turkey calls, but my favorite thing by far was going with my uncle at about dusk, and we would drive up and pull over on the side of the road of these big fields that were surrounded by old growth forests, and he would do a really quiet deer call, and seemingly out of the mist the deer would just flood into the space. And that always stuck with me, that it was this powerful relationship and connection to the earth, to the patterns and the rhythms of the world that he was attuned to and tuned into. So I always wanted to do that, and I've carried that methodology, if you will, into my own work and reconnecting myself with the rhythms and the patterns and the heartbeat of the community in our natural spaces. So it's been an immense pleasure and privilege to be in those places and to be able to share that with other people in the work that I've been doing. So through climate change and climate hope, I am hopeful. I'm hopeful because of all of you, the work that you are doing, and that we can become more in tune with the earth, the rhythms and the cycles and the patterns of the earth, and that of humanity as well. That we can reestablish connections to relationships that were long ago severed, to be able to honor the different perspectives and communities that have risen up and elevate their voices to lead the change that our communities need. So I'm hopeful in light of climate change because of you. I'm hopeful because of the legacies that are already being created now, and for the future generations to create the world that we're so desperately in need of. Thank you again to Climate Science Alliance for choosing me as one of your Climate Adaptation Leadership Awardees. And also thank you to all of the support that I have gotten with my team members at the San Diego River Valley Conservancy, as well as the volunteers there, the board, and then also everyone in my personal life for helping me champion for the natural world and these wonderful communities that we get to serve. I hope to see you all again soon, whenever that may be, but in the interim, I want to leave you with these words from one of my favorite Indigenous activists and author, and she's many other things under the sun. Her name is Winona LaDuke, and this quote has been stuck with me for about 5 years, and it is, let us be the ancestors that our descendants will thank. So I am hopeful for you. I am thinking of you. I am cheering you on. I will be there alongside of you, weathering this storm of the pandemic and whatever may come. But I know that we are creating a legacy that our ancestors now are proud of, and also that I hope our descendants can flourish in as well. Thank you, friends. See you soon.